gonna keep pulling my shorts down so that one guy in the comments doesn't call me a nonce.
Yo, welcome back. The #1 podcast in mold.
Returns, all right. You know, season 2, bigger, better. Give me another B word. Biased, uneducated, and
Biased-er.
prejudiced.
More
Biased-er,
prejudiced
yeah.
and prejudiced.
We are planning to spread misinformation by the thousands. All right.
All I did when I was travel was watch Andrew Tate and sneak videos. So now that's all the content's gonna be. It's gonna be me regurgitating the wisdom.
God. Common
The
Louis
wisdom of
dub.
the top G.
Top G. I don't even want to talk about it. I actually don't want to do this podcast today. I think we should cancel it. Season 2, we should just scrap it. You know, end on a high. 92 subscribers.
Nah, because I made the Palace YouTube. We got 93 now.
Nice. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should just keep creating channels until. Do you reckon we can get like a bot?
Yeah. Buy bots. Do the guy.
Yeah, right.
The guy with
Bot sounds
Frog
like
guy.
what do you call it? A plan that has 0 downfalls and setbacks.
How much do you have to pay for bots then?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I'll hack it myself. We'll get green now.
yeah, get the what could the Kahoot bots?
Mike cunt.
Oh, bro, I loved spamming greenhouse Kahoots with just like Ben 1, Ben 2, Ben 3.
Do you remember Mr. Williams' Kahoots as well? They were fucking funny. And then he would look at it. You put like Mike cunt or what was the other names?
Bend over. Mike Litterus.
You'd look at them for like 10 seconds and then like have a blank face and then be like, oi!
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, it would take him a second.
That was in most things. He was just kind of like a bit like me, mentally slow, just like have that like buffer period where you're just like contemplating what's going on. Yeah, it feels weird to be back from traveling. The initial feeling has gone of like because it sounds sort of cringe of like I question everything. But, like as soon as I like landed back, even like before, like as I was going to the airport to come back, it was kind of like, damn, I'm going back.
Yeah, do I want to go
back? Do I want this? Do I want to be here? Is this where I'm supposed to be? And then I was sort of like thinking that throughout the whole journey home on the car home. And then I finally knew the answer when I came into more. Like as soon as I saw that like Wickerig sign, I was like, yeah, I don't want to be here.
Nope. No thanks.
As soon as I seen it, it was like, fuck this place. Having like, even though it's only gone for like just under a month, like just being able to like see different ways of life, meet different people, try new things, like fuck the UK, fuck this place, fuck mold. It's nice. It's nice to have like all my friends here, family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say mold was nice.
No. Like, I'm grateful for mold and like you know I'm not like living in a shithole, you know, but like I've seen what could be, you know,
the greener pastures.
Yeah. The grass is greener on the other side. So like I was just like I want out now and like as nice as it is to have friends, family. You know, the gym's here. You know, I've got everything that I need here. You know, work's not too far away. Like, it's like, it's still not it. Like, I didn't miss. I missed my like family and my main group of friends, but like everything else was just like I wasn't thinking about.
No, you forget it all.
Yeah, like I was just. I tried as much as be just be in the moment and just like enjoy myself as much as possible. I didn't really take that many like photos and videos, because I was just like I wanted to be off my phone.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to be enjoying myself. But yeah, it was a really good experience, and like the goal now is like to make enough money to become like location independent to the point where I can work and travel at the same time. That's what like one of the women I met, shout out Bianca, who I hitchhiked with. She was really cool. She just like in a Volkswagen van.
Yeah, I remember you sent me videos. The van looked.
Yeah, just like working on a laptop a couple hours a day, goes and drives and does what she wants. And, like just owning a few companies, like doing some calls, send some emails, make sure the company's running sound. Like once you get it going, then when you can just manage it to a point where it's like not super intensive to manage, like that is the dream.
Yeah, it's just to like have a company that you do so minimal for it, and it gives you so much fucking money.
She said, like with a sort of like digital nomad lifestyle, like the first like year or two is the hardest because it's the most stressful. Like, because you don't really know like, damn, is this gonna actually fucking work out or not? Because it's your own business. You're like, you're completely 100% responsible for it. You're the one who's like you've got to do it on your own, pretty much. Obviously it's different if you've got other people. But like once you get past that initial like stress and anxiety and building it up, it was just, she described it as like it was just a bump, one moment where everything sort of fell into place, and then it just became like bliss.
Nice.
And that's when you escape the matrix. we spoke about that sort of like system a lot, like the sort of like, because she was super into that, like, oh yeah, fuck the system kind of like, 9 to 5. And I was saying as well, like the whole, even from a young age, like when my mum said to me like, oh, we were gonna go do something, so we were gonna go to Chester Zoo or whatever, and she's like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure I book the day off work. That whole idea from a young age, I was like, why'd you have to ask someone if you go to Chester Zoo with me?
Please, may I have a life?
Yeah, you're just someone's bitch, realistically. So like, having seen that, because it's different, like seen online, like become a digital nomad entrepreneur, start a TikTok, become famous, and then sell a course for like £5,000 a day. But it's like, she's like, seeing it in person was like a whole like shift of like, holy shit, like even though you can see it on the internet, like seeing it in person in front of you, like talking to a person who's done it, it was like, holy shit, this is actually possible.
Yeah, it humanizes it. It becomes a reality because someone is living it, someone who isn't just like an internet persona.
Yeah.
It's like,
it was inspiring. It was like really inspiring because like I remember like from like the start of COVID, I remember feeling like even in like training and whatnot, sort of like flat, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Even since like all the way up for like the 2 years past COVID, it still felt the same and flat. Like I haven't had that like same intensity. Like I remember training like before COVID, and I remember being like angry every session. Like legit, like I guess the best way I can describe it, like I had like
anger issues.
Not anger issues, but like
deep-seated issues.
Do you know what I mean? Like I could drive, like I was like seriously like motivated.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And there was like some feeling, it was like just this really good feeling. But then after, like during COVID, it sort of like just felt diminished.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I didn't get that back even after like COVID, like once everything opened back up. Even in training, it never really hit the same. But I feel like, I don't want to jinx it, but like now I've come back and seen that goal, that like vision, that's sort of giving me some like newfound energy.
That's good.
So yeah, I do feel like I've come back traveling with like, I don't know, it sounds cringe, but like the desire to like succeed and whatnot, like
I don't think
more so than ever. Like I'm ready to just like work now and like achieve that. I'm like, if it takes like a year or two of just like straight like get my head down, then like I'm ready for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
power to you, bro. I, on the other hand, don't want to work at all. I'm a bum. Work. I want things handed to me on a silver platter. It would be nice, but unfortunately the world doesn't work that way. I get what you mean about the whole feeling flat, because even like when I was working, like I was working 5 days a week or something. I think like I was ready for work all the time, and I was like, when I was in it, it was fine. But then like now the idea of going back to that and getting a full-time job, a 40-hour work week is like, makes my skin crawl a little bit. But good job I won't have to do that because the podcast is going to blow up immediately. Brand deals, sponsorships, all that shit.
I'm currently working on the fight documentary.
Yep.
It's fucking sick so far.
How long is it going to be?
I don't know. Max probably like 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah,
because it takes so long to fucking edit.
Yeah, it does. It's really tiring for me.
Fuck off. But yeah, look out for that. I really want to like. I want to like. I've already started, but like, I do want to have my own like YouTube channel.
Away from me.
Yeah.
Damn. Are we already splitting up the?
No,
Is this it
like,
for us?
like I want it for, like for Palace, like myself. Like I want to grow the brand.
Yeah.
Like the whole like, just the. I want to develop that like. That what's the word? Like proof of concept and like social, not validation, social proof. Like if once I go back to like clothing or any other business, if I'm like trying to get like a sponsorship or like I'm trying to sponsor someone, if I message them and I've got like 10 followers and I'm like, hi, can I sponsor you please? They're much more likely to respond if I've got 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
I look way more trustworthy as an account, as a person, as a brand, if I've got that proof of concept that like, oh, I'm somewhat like I'm not just a bot.
Yeah.
Like you look much more authentic.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna try to do with that. And also like, I really enjoy like making videos and like photos now. Like I really like with like making videos with the podcast, editing videos, like the clips I do with the Palace and the podcast, and also like film photography. I really enjoy film. It's just a shame it's fucking expensive.
Yeah. You should probably stop crying about editing all the time then if you really enjoy it.
Like to be fair, as hard as it is, like it's rewarding, and like you sort of get into a flow of where like a creative flow, and you just get ideas like popping up.
Yeah.
Like I'm on this page, like I've just got loads of ideas of videos and shit I want to do.
Nice. Anything you want to like leak?
Where did I write it down? It's on this page. Oh, did I write any of them? Oh yeah. So I want to do like it would be like probably end up being like an hour long with like all the content I would do in it, like a full guide, like a teenager's full guide on fixing mental health.
Do you think you're in a position to do that?
Yeah.
So like, do you think you have perfect mental health? Because
No, I don't have perfect mental health.
in my opinion, like to be a teacher,
Mhm.
you have to master something.
Mhm.
Do you think you've mastered your own mental health?
I don't know, definitely. I think, to be honest, like realistically, has anyone mastered their own mental health?
Yeah.
Who?
Like Shaolin monks and shit. You know what I mean? Like I think they are masters of the mind.
But they're not a teenager. This is me. This is a teenager perspective. This is me. This is what I've learned.
But I get you. It's just like, you know how your proof of concept idea.
Mm-hmm.
Would you listen to someone who like is the Shaolin monk, who has the master, who has conquered this, or someone who is still like constantly sort of fighting the mental health, if that makes sense? Constantly fighting the mental health sounds bad, but you know what I mean? Like someone who hasn't quite got that yet.
Yeah, I would listen. I would listen to someone like that. But also, this is what I want to do. The things I've learned already. Like I'm able to manage my mental health pretty well now. I like, you know, touch wood. Don't want to fucking jinx it.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like I'm in a position to talk like that. You know, and this is I think it's a really cool idea. I've got loads of ideas for it.
Nice.
You don't have like I've write down. And I didn't write it down, but like just a disclaimer at the start of the video, like, yo, I'm a teenager, like I still don't know fucking everything.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, good.
Like I'm not claiming to be an expert, a guru. Most
yeah.
gurus aren't fucking experts anyway. They
No.
just like manage to make some fucking money and then think they're successful.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's the path we should take. Gurus.
Yeah, but like I haven't made the money yet, so.
We should teach people how to have a successful podcast. That's what we should do.
Yeah, but usually we don't have that proof of concept.
We have 93 subscribers, right?
It's almost 30,000 views on YouTube.
Or what's the difference between that and, you know, any other big podcast right now?
Technically, we're more relatable.
True.
We're down in the dumps, in the depths.
Yeah.
And we're going to make it out with everyone. We're all getting out of the hood together.
Mm-hmm. We're in the before photo right now, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're about to go into the after.
See, we can skip that transition by using Photoshop.
True. If you just go on thing, inspect element on Google, 10 bajillion subscribers. Bro, I love those gambling memes. I love gambling memes.
You the one, it's like gambling. Gambling addicts before they win $1 zillion.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm done. I quit.
Yeah, huh?
And they're mining one.
Bro, the thing is, the reason I love them so much is because I'm a sucker for it.
Yeah.
I understand that mindset
yeah.
so badly. Gambling, if I do become famous, you're gonna have to stop me from gambling because I will.
Fuck. That's what like Drake's really
Yeah.
bad at. Like,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got a massive gambling addiction.
He's a bad gambling addiction.
And Michael Jordan had a gambling addiction, didn't he?
Yeah, but Michael Jordan was a prick apparently.
Really?
But he's still the GOAT. You
Yeah.
know, so it was like,
Yeah.
you know, apparently he was very rude to like waiters and servers and,
Oh,
and just
really?
everybody. He was apparently quite rude.
Damn.
It wasn't fun to play basketball with him.
Like he was probably like that obsessed, wasn't he? He was like probably constantly shit on you.
Yeah.
That was the sort of like that's the sort of culture in basketball, isn't it? Like you constantly just like chatting shit, isn't it?
Yeah, throw people off because of the mental aspect.
Yeah.
I like people that chat shit in fights. I think that's
Mm.
funny. Like Kevin Holland and stuff.
Yeah.
I fuck with them. Did you see UFC Vegas 59?
Was that the one with Strickland?
No, that was an actual like.
Oh, was that
UFC.
Okay.
No, this had 100% finishing rate. It's the first one they've had in 8 years.
Damn.
And out of like the, I think
100%.
there's like 14 other ones that have.
Mhm.
It was like UFC 1, UFC 2.
Damn.
So when they were like bare knuckle,
Yeah.
wear whatever the fuck they wanted.
Pretty much no rules.
No. Yeah, who was headlining? Because I know Dominic Cruz and Cheetah Vera are supposed to be fighting pretty soon. UFC.
I'm excited for Is the next UFC where it's Jan
Sanders
and
versus Hill. No, next one is Usman versus Edwards.
oh okay.
Then, yeah, fuck, because it's I think it's Usman Edwards,
Mhm.
Jan O'Malley,
Mhm.
Aljalain, and then Dillashaw, and then Adesanya Pereira.
Yeah, I really looking forward to that one.
If you could only watch one, which no, tell a lie. Oliveira Makachev before Aljalain, I think.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm most excited for.
Yeah. I really like Oliveira.
Yeah, I think Oliveira.
Just like his whole story and shit,
Yeah.
and like getting fucking the belt taken off him,
Oh,
and then just
bullshit.
still just annihilating Gaethje.
yeah.
And that like post fight where he's walking out and he's like, I'm illuminated by God, something's missing. And it's just like
Mhm.
that fucking beast.
doing this. Like,
Yeah.
he, you know, the champion does have a name, and then his
Mhm.
name is Charles the Bronx
Mhm.
Oliveira.
Yeah.
Like, how fucked up must it be to cut weight and like have to do the sweating, have to do all that shit,
Mhm.
go to bed, I'm on weight, wake up, I'm on weight, get to the thing, and then you're like, yeah, no, mate, you're not. And then you have to have an hour of trying to get as much weight out of you as possible, and then still be like, yeah, no, you've lost 0 weight.
That's fucked. It's very to be fair to him, like he didn't let it get in his way.
No, he's still
he
fucking.
didn't let it bother him. Like it'd be very disheartening and
Oh my God,
discouraging.
yeah.
Like you put in all this work and someone's just like no. It's like when someone tests positive. Like have you seen the clip with like DC and then Dana
and
tells
he's,
him
like, crying,
DC
yeah.
like, tells him like yo, John Jones just tested positive.
And he's like, I will still fight him.
Yeah.
Like, I will still fight him.
Like you put in like all that work for like not even just a 12-week camp, like all the work of your life before.
Yeah, for this title.
You're going for a title, and then it's just like someone's like, nah, sorry mate, this is like bro. That's more than a slap in the face. That's like kicking you whilst you're down.
Yeah,
That's like jumping you on the street.
bro, that's a 12 to 6 elbow,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, 12 to 6 elbow right
yeah,
there.
That's it's heavy. But like I really respect Charles for like just not giving a fuck.
And carrying on, yeah.
I think like he's probably learned like from all of his hardship and shit he's went through.
Yeah, he grew
Like
up
it
in a
probably
favela.
didn't affect him.
I definitely think it affected him.
Well, yeah, but he's resilient enough now to be like, I've been through worse than this. Living in a favela is probably way worse than someone telling you, yeah, sorry, you're like 1 pound off weight.
I suppose half a pound.
Oh, is it half a pound?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's even worse.
But like, you know, there's the whole conspiracy about it because a couple of fighters missed weight.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
So do you think that the scales was fucked?
Yeah, there's a clip of Tony Ferguson jumping on the scale, and it's like,
Have you seen the clip where DC, like the towel trick where he like puts his weight on the towel?
yeah,
to make
towel
weight.
gate.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That is so funny that they just like watched that happen and no one thought,
Not even Dana.
no, nah. Dana just wants to see fights. You know what I mean? Dana, Sean Shelby. Who is Sean Shelby? Because I know that he's the matchmaker.
Really?
He's the guy who's like, you know, putting all the fights together. But I've never actually seen a photo of him. Let's see what he looks like. What's your guess for how he looks? I reckon he's a
White
gimp.
guy, brown hair. Maybe some glasses.
I reckon he's like a B-Tech Dana.
B-Tech Dana.
Oh.
I was kind of close.
He looks like he has a podcast. That's how Sean Shelby looks. Wow, he is.
Yeah, speak about what you said like the other day, about having a podcast when you tell people that you got a podcast.
Oh, yeah, I feel weird telling people I got a podcast because there's a certain demographic of people, and especially now, say, for example, Top G,
the
it,
Cobra.
If it, like, sort of portrays this image that because we're that, they think we're...
It's assumptions.
Yeah, there's, like, the stereotypes. And so it's like, you're either some old man who's like 40 and midlife crisis, sort of starts a podcast with two 20-year-olds to try and like get some fame.
That's like Impulsive, with Logan Paul and it's Mike, the 40-year-old guy. He's like almost 40.
Yeah.
And there's another. What's the other guy's name?
I don't know. I don't watch Impulsive.
He's actually really sound. Like he seems like the level-headed one. And he's funny and he's level-headed one of the two.
Okay.
Those are the two.
Or it's you're spreading hatred towards women on the internet and. Masculinity, when we just spread misinformation, okay? It's a much nicer version, okay? What do you say?
Pick your poison.
Yeah, exactly. Would you, like...
Masculinity is not bad, but it's like I think you should try to be, as a male, you should try to be more masculine, but like, there's a point where it's sort of, I don't know, to project, not insecurity, but like, it's over the top.
I think it projects insecurity. I think that whole toxic masculinity is a projection of insecurity.
Where would you draw the line at toxic?
I suppose it's obviously there are a lot of different circumstances. I think Andrew Tate is definitely toxic masculinity. Sneako is now toxic. Like
Sneako seems frustrated. He seems like he's just a young frustrated person, but that's how he's projecting it, and because. A lot of people now are frustrated. A lot of young guys are frustrated because
women are the devil, right? They lie, cheat, and steal.
No, just because of I think the way like modern society is, like with the sort of system, kind of like when they're sort of addicted to like phones and shit, and they're not really getting out much, not seeing much progress. They might sort of have social struggles, and then they see online these sort of groups. I think, and they see him like screaming and shouting and preaching this like sort of black pill sort of message.
Yeah, that is it's the incel path, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's two ways you can go. Is the incel path or the sort of like the self-improvement sort of path. And they sort of see that and then they think, yeah, this is what my problem is. These are the people that are ruining my life. When realistically, like, you're not holding yourself accountable and like look at your own life.
Yeah, that's a very good point, because in a clip that I watched before, Sneako was talking about, women can't take accountability. And, well, I may agree. There is also the question of how much accountability for your actions are you going to take before you start saying that it is, women are the devil, fuck women don't know shit. Like, come on, bro. Like,
you see them on that, like, the Fresh, the main podcast they go on is the Fresh and Fit podcast. Like, they have like all the women around them and they have that like debate, like, and they're just like, you're a slag kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that sort of podcast, and if you're like sort of constantly like preaching that like women are these horrible people, you're gonna surround yourself with horrible people because that's what you're giving off. The universe gives you what you are, not what you want.
Law of attraction, baby.
And then like you're projecting that, so you're gonna surround yourself with people like that. So like, instead just try and be positive, surround yourself with positive people.
Yeah.
There is Andrew Tate's good about work, like being strong, like fighting. I respect him for that. But once he gets to, like, the women sort of thing, and he's like also the like world order thing he speaks about is good, about how like the top 1% are like controlling us and shit. I agree with that. He speaks truth on that. But like once he gets about the women, it does get it's a bit like, come on, bro. I'm with Sneako's definitely going towards that.
Yeah, Sneako wants to be that, but Andrew Tate doesn't even know who Sneako is. You know what I mean? So it's like, why you're dick riding. But then again, Andrew Tate and Sneako don't know who we are, and we're saying their names. So it's like, it's a constant cycle of dick riding to get to the top. You know what I mean? At the moment, Andrew Tate is at the top. He is, he's fucking everywhere. And Sneako wants a piece of that pie, and we want a piece of the smaller pie.
Everyone wants a piece of the pie. It's because
piece of the pie.
piece of the pie. It's because they see, because he's constantly a trending topic. So the more you talk about him, like, it doesn't matter if you speak negatively or positively. You're still giving him that energy. You're still you're still trying to dick ride, like you said. It doesn't matter if you speak positive or negative about him. You just like.
Yeah, it's you can't break it.
And people are recognizing now that if they act like him, they get views.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
And then what's going to happen is going to be so many Andrew Tate knockoffs. And as well, because more and more people adopt that mindset. So yeah, like going back to the two paths you can take, it's like there's the incel, very hatred, sort of nihilistic approach of everyone's a piece of shit, everyone's horrible. That's what I learned about with traveling, bro. People are so nice. No, bro. Right. Honestly,
Fuck the French.
Bro,
I've never had a positive interaction with a French person.
I didn't have one negative experience the whole time. Not one.
What when you slept rough?
That was not negative due to a person. That was my own doing.
What if you think about it like this? Every single motherfucker that drove past you saw this helpless, poor weary traveller with the stomach on the road.
That's a nihilistic viewpoint.
Fuck this guy, How do you say fuck this guy in French? Putain.
Putain. You can say va te faire foutre, which is go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that one. That's what they thought.
I think casse-toi is fuck you.
Casse-toi.
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 Yeah, like I just said about the whole like attracting positivity.
No, yeah, that is a very obviously nihilistic, and I don't actually. I don't actually believe that. I'm just biased against the French.
Legit, the people I couch surf with, like I did not pay a single pound, a single euro for that. Like they give me food, bed, water.
Yeah, that's pretty beastly.
Weed.
Louis, my mum watches this podcast.
Weed.
Yeah, what else did you try, Louis? Word on the street is that wasn't it.
Anyway, yeah, everyone was really nice. Legit, like they just give you stuff, and like I had no negative experience, and it definitely really boosted my confidence in humanity.
Nice.
Like when you constantly look online and look at these toxic groups, you're never gonna meet these people in real life.
No.
You're never actually going to meet these people in real life. And when you actually go outside, you get off your phone, you get a fucking Reddit, you get a 4chan, you get off TikTok, you go outside and you start talking to people. Everyone's nice. And even if you do get some people who are like, fuck off, like really just walk away. Like the more positive energy you put out, the more positive people you're going to meet. And what happened was, no matter how long I waited for like a hitchhike, because with hitchhiking, you're not like, it's not like a train or a bus. It's not like one set time it's gonna come. Like obviously you're just like waiting, and it's basically just hoping for someone to pick you up. What I found was just to let go and stop stressing, stop wondering is someone gonna pick me up, is someone gonna try and fucking like mug me if they pick me up, and just wait, just know that someone will pick you up, and like once you let go and stop stressing, things just work out. It was so weird, but like I would be waiting like 10 minutes, and like, oh yeah, I'm going to this place. Someone goes like, oh yeah, I'm going there as well, even though it's like 2 hours away.
Damn.
And you just clicks, and someone will just be brought to you.
That's cool.
Which is
supposed to happen. And all that shit.
Legit, everything just seemed to like fit into place, which was like really weird. It was really really nice to feel like everyone. It was just there was no stress. That's one of the biggest things I learned. Was just like letting go. Like no matter what happens, things will turn out all right.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to think about life. I think your thing before about going outside and everyone's nice is naive. I think you cannot live your life assuming that every person is good, because that's how you get walked over. And if you like, it's always good to try and see good in people, but there has to be a point where you think, no, this is too much or whatever. It is good that things fell into your sort of like lap. Do you think? This is obvious. It sounds stupid, but how different do you think it would be? You'd be sitting like what? how can I phrase this straight? How different do you think this conversation would be if you had been waiting 4 hours in the rain to just get, to get a 10-minute ride because someone couldn't be asked going all the way? If that makes sense.
I'd still be grateful because they still picked me up. I still met someone. I still had an interaction with someone. There's still someone out there willing to even just give me a lift, no matter like even if it's just 10 minutes or 10 hours.
Yeah.
Right. There's still someone out there. And like, if I don't think of the positive everyone, yeah, like if I think that some people are negative, like you're saying, to sort of protect myself, am I not just closing myself off to potential conversations, potential friends I'm going to meet? Because if someone is negative, then just as soon as you detect that, then you just leave. You just cut yourself off, cut them off. Like I think from what I learned is like expect everyone to be nice. Be nice to everyone, and then like if they don't reciprocate, okay, see you later. It's like it's simple as that. And a lot of it as well with hitchhiking is gut feeling. Like if someone feels dodgy, like I didn't meet anyone who felt dodgy to me. But like what I was reading online, like on like it's called like Hitchwiki. It's like the hitchhiker's Wikipedia. It's a really useful website actually. Like if someone doesn't feel right, then just say, oh no, sorry, I'll wait for someone else, or it's not, the lift isn't right for me. You don't have to like close yourself off in any way. Give everyone a chance, one chance. If they break that chance, okay, see you later.
Be nice to everyone, yeah, 100%. I don't think expecting everyone to be nice is the smart play. I don't think it's necessarily. I think for your own personal safety, especially for people who are unable to defend themselves properly, assuming that everyone is going to be nice to you, just so you don't close yourself off from a conversation, is, I think that's dangerous.
That Bianca who gave me a lift, she said to me that when she was like 18 or 19, she hitchhiked across Mexico on her own.
Damn.
She like leaves her car unlocked.
Bianca sounds like a beast.
She is. She is.
Hell. Get her on the podcast.
At like 17, she just got on a plane and went to America. Started like couch surfing first started couch surfing. She said to me she went to like there was where was it? It was like off the coast of America, maybe towards like the Caribbean. And because she was hitchhiking around there, she just because couch surfing there wasn't many people at the time because it was the start of it, so it was quite crazy. There was some guy around like the Caribbean islands or whatever, and she messaged him like, "Oh, can I come couch surf at yours?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And he gave her directions, and he actually lived on this island, which was like a 12-hour boat journey off the mainland, and she didn't know that it was 12 hours until she got there.
Shit.
But then she stayed like a few months there, just like surfing, chilling out, at just some random guy's house.
Like that sounds cool, but I don't get the point.
Like, people are nice. Like she was like 17 when she did that on her own.
Yeah, okay, right. But if you're taking one person's story, then you've got to take the other side. You can go tit for tat with that, with all the different people that have been, say girls that are walking down the fucking street to their house, and shit happens.
That's true. Look online. Like I watched a lot of like couch surfing videos. There was this one woman. She was like she couch surfed on her own. She hitchhiked on her own. Like just look online. Look, like you will find people who have done the same. Like the woman I couch surfed with, she went to Australia and she worked at volunteer. She hitchhiked all around Australia on her own. Yeah,
but you're talking about couch surfing. Like I'm not saying couch surfing is bad or that couch surfing is dangerous. I'm saying when you say that in life you should assume everyone is nice, I'm saying that isn't smart. I'm saying that you should always be nice to people because there's no reason to not be nice to people. But in life, I don't think that's smart. I'm not just talking about couch surfing.
Well, I think to always be nice to people, sometimes you have to assume they're nice because it's always that first impression, isn't it? When you make an initial judgment. If you let something negative initially put you off, then you don't give them a chance.
Like, I guess sort of, but it is the whole like you're not cutting them off if you think that they have the potential to be dangerous. I'm just saying that it's like
that's true. I think just assume the best at first, and then you judge, then you gauge like how do their body language. the like how the feeling you get.
Yeah.
You need to go travel. You need to go and hitchhike.
No,
You need to go. You need to go and catch
but
them
like
and
this
hitchhike.
isn't just for me. I like the thing is that I am, I'm capable of defending myself. I'm comfortable in those sort of situations, but I think, even though we don't have this huge audience, you have to pretend we do, because so that then when we do, it's still the same. And I think to spread a message of, everything is good in the world.
Everything's not good in the world.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, to say that every person in the world is good and you should assume that they are good, it's not nihilistic to disagree with that. I think it's overly positive to assume that.
Okay, I see your point.
And so it's like, I definitely do think I need to travel. I'd love to go. I went to Amsterdam for 4 days actually, so I'm pretty well seasoned.
You're cultured now.
Yeah, I'm cultured.
Yeah, you've seen the world and everything it has to offer.
I've seen all the best parts of the world.
You start like riffing off like travel quotes. The world's a book. If you stay in the same place, you only read one page.
Jesus Christ. God. Facebook mum shit like that. Little minion quotes or something. What advice would you give to someone who is trying to travel?
Who wants to hitchhike and couch surf?
So they want to do what you did. Or they just want to travel, either.
Having like doing the couch surfing, like hitchhiking thing, I feel like that is the only way to travel. If for the people who like you see like the reels and like TikToks of like traveling and they're in all these like expensive resorts and shit. Like realistically, what they do, they're gonna spend their daddy's money on going to those resorts, stay in those resorts, take loads of photos and videos, flex on Instagram, and not actually experience. They'll probably go to a bar or a club, have some drinks, try some nice food, but they don't meet the locals. They don't meet the actual people. They don't see like the good spots of the places they're at. When you're couch surfing and hitchhiking, like the woman I first couch surfed with, Helen, like I put on my story like I don't know these people.
Oh yeah.
Those were her friends. Like, so I got into Paris on the Monday. Yeah, started hitching on the Tuesday. I was the town away from hers, and she came and picked me up because I couldn't hitchhike because it was quite late at night. So obviously there was no one. It was in a small town. There's no one driving past. No one was willing. Even if anyone was, they wouldn't be willing to pick up a hitchhiker. And yeah, staying like her, she made pizza. Like the next day, she took me to the vineyards. I went for a walk on my own around the town. It was really nice. The village was really nice. And then went to see her friends. I stayed at her friend's house. And you just have these interactions that you wouldn't normally have. Use your gut feeling a lot. HitchWiki is a really good website because when you don't know where to hitchhike from a town or a city, they have really good instructions on there.
Nice.
So that I use that a lot, especially like Paris. Like you can't just like go to the Eiffel Tower and start hitchhiking south. You gotta get outside the city somewhat to like a motorway to like a petrol station.
Did you see the Eiffel Tower?
No.
Oh, well, yeah. Apparently, Paris is shit. Like, have you heard of the Paris effect?
No, the Paris effect.
Yeah. So, it's like a big thing in like Asian cultures where like
Asian.
Where they like love Paris and they love France and it's romanticized to the point where they get to Paris and they get depressed because it's not what they think it is because they believed it to be this wonderland. Like it's scary.
Yeah, I heard a lot of not like bad, but like negative things about Paris.
Yeah.
It's like I planned like not to stay long. I got there. I got to the airport. It was about 10:30, 11. So I went to the bus stop so I could try and get the bus to my hostel. And the bus was like 30 minutes late. But it was full. It literally like everyone was like you could not get on there. So I thought, fuck's sake. So there was a taxi bit like 5-10 minutes away at the airport. And then these two like Australian girls, and because they spoke English, I was like, "Yo, do you guys want to share a taxi?" And then we shared a taxi. I didn't get to like hostel like 4 a.m. So it was a ball ache getting out of the airport. And then literally like woke up at like 9, like at 10. had some breakfast, checked out, and then she just like went straight to start like getting out of Paris.
Oh, fair.
And like the first guy I hitchhiked with, he was a police officer in Paris, and he was like, yeah, Paris isn't like all it's hyped up to be.
Damn.
Like it's a pain in the ass, especially being a police officer there. He said he was quite fortunate because he works mainly in the richer areas.
Okay.
Because in the center of Paris is like the touristy bit, but all around it, because there's like 19 they call it arrondissements, which is like areas. But all around it, in English it's called the suburbs, but in French it's called the banlieue. And the suburbs, the banlieue, have quite negative connotation. It's not the same. Like the suburbs here, it's like just a chill place.
Oh,
so like kind of here, the suburbs.
Like ghetto.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. But he was like, yeah, if you work in there, you've got a fucking tough job. If you are even working there as the police.
Shit. Fuck.
Because yeah, when I shared a taxi with those two Australian girls. They gave the taxi driver the wrong address, and we ended up in the banlieue. And he was like, "Oh yeah, we're here at this address." And I was like, "Oh, is the metro station just over there?" And I could sort of tell it was the banlieue because I could see, like instantly as soon as we got there, I could like sense the change and like the buildings and like
lock the door.
And the metro station was like 2 minutes away, and he was like, "Don't get out of the car."
Damn.
This is like 3 in the morning.
That's scary.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, is this the banlieue?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Fuck.
Literally 2 minutes away. It was just around the corner. And he's like, "Yeah, don't get out of the car."
Did like the two Australian girls get out?
Well, they were the wrong address.
Oh,
so
shit.
We ended up going to my hostel, and then they went to their accommodation. But yeah, like it looked rough as fuck, to be fair.
Damn. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
How many people did you like? Because when you tell that story and you say, "Oh, you're saying this," were you talking in French to him?
To the driver?
Yeah.
Somewhat, like call it like Frenglish.
Oh, okay.
But mainly French, yeah. I try as much as I can to speak French.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was quite fun. But yeah, like as soon as I got there, like out of Paris, just tried to get out straight as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Did you sample like a Paris croissant or anything like that?
Literally just
boom,
straight out.
What was the best food you ate?
I don't know. I didn't try like any like frog's legs or snails.
What the hell?
I didn't find any restaurant like I ate out quite a lot, to be fair. That's how I burnt through so much money. I didn't. Every restaurant I went to, they didn't sell like frog's legs or like escargot.
As I've had snails.
Yeah.
That basically makes me more authentic than you, to be honest. I'm cultured.
I had like the bakeries were pretty nice. Honestly, like coming back now, the food here tastes like shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just a better quality of food?
Yeah, because it's more authentic.
More authentic.
Yeah, you know, like it's more like locally produced and whatnot. But yeah, the food here, the coffee just tastes like piss now.
Yeah, I can imagine. You know, the French breakfast of a cigarette and coffee. Like, I'm sure you're missing that.
Can't beat it.
What about vine? What about wine? I went to say vineyard and wine at the same time. Like, did you sample like any like aside from wine tasting? Did you like get like a pure bottle?
So I you've seen like the bottle go upstairs for my grandparents.
Yeah,
but
that's not. I mean, for you.
No, not for me. I tried wine. But like I'm not a wine person.
No, I don't like wine either. But I
Yeah.
feel like in France, you know, you have to.
I was like sort of like.
Oh, I love this. Yeah.
What's quite cool is they have like the wine, you go like to a wine like a vineyard or like the wine tasting place. They'll like give you they'll open like loads of different bottles and like pour them all. They have like the whole thing is like. Say like this is my glass, right? All that.
Yeah.
They'll fill it up like halfway, and you drink a little bit, and then you swallow it. You drink a bit more, and then they have like a little like tub thing, and you spit it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to like swallow it apparently.
Yeah, that was like, oh okay, quite weird. But like I didn't want to be rude. You know what I mean? Like try to taste all this, like you give me like free wine, didn't want to like. Just spit it out.
But they thought you were some fucking alcoholic, like, some ruffian.
What was interesting as well was how they greet each other because they kiss.
Salut.
Yeah, they go like even the guys. And I was kind of like,
yeah.
right.
Did you double kiss a guy?
Yeah.
Not fair. When in Rome, you know, how was that? Did it awaken anything?
The beast inside. But it was kind of weird. And also the fucking swim shorts, bro.
Oh, Speedos.
They're so weird about it in France. Did I tell you about the when I was on the beach and the guy went skinny dipping?
No.
Oh, fucking hell. So when I got to Cannes, I couldn't find a place to stay, so I ended up like sleeping on the beach, just sleeping rough.
Mm-hmm.
I was just chilling. I had like some like music on, and some like proper like posh London kids came over. They put like a year or two older than us.
What sort of time was this?
Like 2 or 3 in the morning. So
Okay.
they were pissed, you know. And they were just like, oh, you know, like for like thick London accent. And they're like, oh, let's go swimming. And I think one of their mates was called Tommy or something. I think his name was.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, go naked, you won't, Tommy. And then Tommy just stripped down,
Beast.
and then ran in, and they're like, oh, he's so fucking crazy.
Crackhead energy.
Yeah.
So.
And then some like other French guys like jumped in, and they were like, way, you know. And then they came over just to like chill, like, you know, just like hang out or whatever, like say hi or whatever.
To you?
No, to the guys.
Oh, yeah.
Who the one guy is skinny dipping, and he had like another friend in who went just in his boxes. And then they saw that he was naked. And bro, they got fucking pissed off. Like, I mean, like he was like screaming. They were swearing at him. Fils de pute, ni ta mère, putain, screaming at him. And all of his mates started coming over. These French guys, and the sort of like French equivalent of chav. It's called kéké de plage.
Kick it the flash.
Which is like you know, backwards baseball hat, basketball
Gangster.
basketball jersey, sunglasses, and they came over, and they were all like, "What the fuck?" And he was screaming, and this one guy, this tall guy, was like talking to him, like trying to speak in English to him, like just like he's like, "What is your friend doing? Why is he doing this? Get changed." And he's like, "He's stupid, huh?" And then he was like,
Shit.
"Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he's fucking crazy. Too much to drink. And he's like, "Tommy, get your fucking clothes on now, mate." Like trying to get him changed. And then we're getting more and more like pissed off. And the one guy who first saw him, who was going really crazy, slapped him like full on, just went boom. And this Tommy guy went, oof. He took it, to be fair, and like didn't even do anything back.
Damn.
He just like walked off and started getting changed, and then more and more started coming over. And then the guy who was like trying to calm this guy down, who was like shouting at his mate to get changed, had a girl with him, and this girl like walked off like, "Oh my gosh, you've ruined my night." Like posh girl, like storming off. I was watching like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not even involved. You're just sitting there.
Bro, that's
then,
fucked up.
And then, he was like, he got changed. Right, we got to run. We go to the other side. We're on the other side of the beach. He's like, we're going over here. Don't worry, mate. We're going over here now. And then they were all following him, and he started like getting pissed. He was like getting like really nervous. He's like, "Call Max. We need numbers. And I was like laughing. I was sitting there just as like Bob Marley on the beach. They just like they were like I was here. They were like just over there.
Like that way, like in the room, like
Yeah, like just like at the corner of the room, just that close, and I was just kind of like just chilling.
Fuck, bro. That's why I hate the French, man. Why are they so pissed off? Also, fuck his posh boy mates for immediately turning on him. Like, you know.
Well, they were trying to get him out of there because they were drunk. And they wanted to get changed. So they were pissed off.
Yeah, bad that he slapped him though.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so like weird about that. The French.
Bro, the French are weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have, bro, cigarettes and coffee for breakfast does something to your brain. I'm telling you.
What I found was people weren't as outgoing, but once you got to know people, everyone was sound. The people I met was sound.
What do you mean?
Like here, people were more outgoing, especially like the festival I was at. Like if you meet someone in France, it may be a bit harder to initiate the conversation. Like people don't like if I walk past someone on the street here, I'll smile or say hi. They don't do that in France. Don't look at you. People are more like in their own bubble, in their own circle. But once you like start speaking to them, and you get close to them, everyone's really sound. Obviously there are people who are outgoing. Like at the festival, I barely met anyone.
Shit.
Like at a UK festival, you can like look at someone in a crowd, like see like you like some D&B going on. You're like going for it. You look at someone who's next to you. You look at me like, yeah, mate, you're right. There, like people are just on their phones.
Damn. Yeah, I remember you texting me saying that the crowd is not it.
Yeah, like people lived the festival through their phones. Like there was some guy in front of. I don't know if it was either. I don't know if it was a girl or a guy, because it was either they had very short hair and you couldn't
Say they.
They.
That person.
That person. And like I was they were at the very front. So the bar was here. So the bar was here. They were like just behind it. And I was waiting for Follow More, best DJ in the world. And there was like a tiny little, there's a little gap, and I was like, oh, can you move? Can I just get in there a little bit so I can get to the front? And he was like, he looked at me, or they looked at me, and was like, there's no space. I was like, all right, mate, fucking hell. But I started speaking to these other two guys who were dead sound. And anyway, they literally like they were, you know that meme, and it was like, last night was a movie, and it's that girl, and she's like, the definition of that, like the exact same movements. They would stand there, right? Oh shit, right. So, say I'm this person, some DJ playing it. I'm dancing behind them. I'm like, yeah, woo.
Yeah.
Right, they're standing like this, and then they'll get the phone out. Whoa! Start recording, and then they'll stand there a bit again, and they did multiple times like this.
Damn.
I was looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? I wanted to slap him. I wanted to slap him.
In true French person fashion, you should have, you know.
I really wanted to slap him. And they would like record, post on their Instagram story, like at the same time, just straight away. Had like 12 views on their Instagram story they'd be posting. And then they send it to their mates. Look, I'm at this person. Send like 5 videos, record some more, send it all again. Take some photos. I'm supposed to have loads of photos and videos of me like looking at them like, like it was just annoying. And it was that was the person who was the most like that, but everyone else like wouldn't really be. They would be sort of like bopping until a camera came out. Once a camera came out, they were going crazy. It was like, wow.
That happens to everything, though. You know, you see your coach recording in the gym, all of a sudden work rate goes up by 1,000.
That's true. That's true. But
yeah,
it was to the max. Like it was too much. It was too much like that. Like I saw David Guetta.
Nice.
He was all right.
Oh really?
Yeah. It was a lot like I really like David Guetta's songs, but when he would play them like at this festival, it was too like sort of just the same like.
Yeah, bro. That's what drum and bass sort of is for me.
No. It was just like the same like.
No, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, that's
okay,
that's
yeah,
the same thing
yeah,
I get with drum and bass.
And then there was one point where he got his phone out, and everyone went from to, whoa.
Ugh.
And then as soon as he put his phone away, it was.
God damn. Have you seen those videos of like, I think it's like Coy Leroy sets, where it's like this girl and she's like trying to, go crazy and the crowd is just dead.
Really?
Like every clip I've seen of a Coy Leroy concert, it is like, I might have to get up to show you just to explain the hang on.
And honestly, I know obviously people are French, they're not going to know as much English songs, but nobody knew the lyrics to like Lose Yourself, Eminem, In the Club, 50 Cent, Go Shorty, It's Your Birthday. No one knew that. You've Got the Love, You Got the Love. No one knew that. I was the only person singing that. I was the only person.
That is pretty heavy. It's alright. Oh.
Just look at their faces.
Oh, come on. Let me see some more footage.
Oh.
oh, this is less of the crowd, more of just
Yeah.
her clearly right embarrassing herself at rolling.
But yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, there. See how look at that crowd. At that point, like I'd probably stop performing. I'd be like, lad, what's up?
Yeah.
Am
Something's wrong.
I bad? You know.
Fuck.
But she's still got a payday for it, so
Get the
proud of
bag.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, like no one knew the lyrics. Dizzy Rascal Bonkers.
Damn.
I was sober the whole time.
Oh yeah. What was that thing? Because you were like, oh, these are the only drinks they have. What was
Yeah.
that about?
Bro, I'll read out the menu, bro. Oh, it was disappointing. It was disappointing. At a festival, you would think they would have a wide selection of any drink you could ever want.
Any drink you could ever want.
Right, it's a festival, right? Okay, so beers. Carlsberg. Woo! €6.
Yeah.
1664 Blanc. €7. Brooklyn Defender IPA. €8. And then you get like pitchers, so like that much. So the same drinks again, but €20, 24 or €30. And then you had these like wine cocktails, which I had one because I thought it might be like higher percentage. Gross. €9 and €10, and then white wine, red wine, and champagne.
Champagne at the festival.
And that was the only
Jesus.
alcohol they had. That was it.
Fuck.
I couldn't find any drugs. So I had on the first day I had one guy come up to me. I think he was like Eastern European, and he was like, "Bro, do you have any drugs?" And I was like, "I've got the same problem, mate. I'm trying to find some right now." And he's like, "I know, mate. I can't find any." I was like, "Have you seen the alcohol menu? There's like nothing. There's no vodka or anything, no rum." And he's like, "I know, but what fucking festival is this?" And then the day after, some guys were like, "Have you got any drugs, mate?" And I was like, "I'm trying to find some more, man." So yeah, like, I was sober. Either way, like the DJs were really good. If the DJs came to the UK, they'd be famous. They were really good. Like some of the drops were really good. But I was like, there was on the Sunday was the best day. There was like a beach party,
Nice.
which was it was fun. It was really fun to be fair. That was like the best part, like mosh pitting on the beach and shit. That was when there was like some energy, like, less people on their phones.
Yeah.
There's still loads of people on their fucking phones. Like bonkers. No one knew the words. Like everyone was sort of like going like, whoa, once this, because they obviously never heard this before. So they were like, but I was jumping on the beach. I was screaming every word. And then to be fair, we mosh pitted once it dropped. Like it was weird. No one else known the lyrics
Yeah.
to Bonkers. Everyone, that's the unofficial UK national anthem.
That is weird to like come from this culture where it's such a ginormous thing to go to something that does. Damn. I wonder what songs like they have, like where it's like I don't know.
Oh, I think
Dromedy or whatever that.
Stromae.
Yeah.
There's one. I think I added it to my French playlist. I'll try and find it. If I saved it, I can't remember if I did. Oh no, I didn't. What was it called? It was by some guy called is it Jules? Yeah, Jules. I think it is. Is this it? No. No, sorry. What was it called? Fuck. Was it James? Summer Vibes. Is this it? No, I don't know. I can't remember what it was. It was just sort of like, imagine the sort of typical like stuff you hear in Rosie's, like the sort of like 2010s kind of vibe, summer kind of vibe, but like just a French person singing it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
But everyone was going off to that, and I was just kind of like, it was good. So I was vibing to it, but like obviously I wasn't going crazy.
Yeah.
Like Macklemore, Can't Hold Us. No one knew the lyrics to that. Everyone was going like nah 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 nah, but no one knew like
shit.
Yeah.
How many English people, like, what do you reckon the proportion of people that spoke English to actual French people was there at that festival?
I think I might have been the only English person there.
Really? Surely not.
I didn't hear anyone English.
Mad.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which was like... But I still had a good time, you know? Be grateful for what I had.
Yeah.
The music was really good. It's just a shame the crowd was like letting it down. I feel sorry for the DJs. Because like if they came to the UK, they wouldn't go back to France.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, really decent festival. Also, I wrote something else about the festival, I'm sure. But yeah, everyone just lived it through the phone. It was just kind of, that's what like Cannes felt like as well. It just seemed so superficial.
Influencer City.
Yeah, just like all for show. There was so much money there. There was Lamborghinis, G-Wagons, Ferraris. There was yachts not too far off the beach. But like, what was weird is the homeless people seemed worse in Cannes than anywhere else.
Like the most homeless people.
Like they seemed the world worse off.
Shit.
Which was interesting because, like, when I was at even the difference between like the UK and French homeless people was interesting. Like in Cannes, every single homeless person seemed like off their face, but in like Dijon, in Lyon, in other places, every homeless person seemed like somewhat sober. But French homeless people in general, they're way more in your face.
Oh, bro, a lot of people pretend to be like homeless as well, which is so fucked up. Like sending their kids to ask you for like euros and shit. Like, damn.
But they'll be like, so there's one guy. I was in Dijon. I was just walking by in the morning, just like looking for a cafe to get some breakfast. I'm just walking through the street, and there's some guy like sitting here. Is it quite dark?
Yeah, it's gone quite dark. No difference.
I'll turn that ice up real quick. So yeah, some hang on.
There you go.
There we go. Some guy was sitting on like the side of the street. He was just like, "Yo, come here." And I was like, "Yeah, mate." And he goes, "Have you got any food or like money on you?" And I was like, "Sorry, I haven't got my card on me." And I was like, "Oh, it's alright. We'll go to that restaurant over there." And obviously he's speaking in French, right? So I'm like sort of translating in my head for a few seconds, but I'm also like standing there processing. Did this guy just ask me to take him to a restaurant? And I go, "Sorry?" And he's like, "The restaurant over there. You take me to the restaurant, we'll have some food?" And I'm like, I didn't know what to do.
No.
I just kind of stood there like,
Je n'ai pas.
and he was like, and he just kept saying like, restaurant. And I was like,
What did you do?
I just eventually just kind of went, "Oh, maybe," and just walked off. I didn't even know what else to say.
Damn.
Like, yeah, see you, half an hour, mate. Yeah, just wait there for me. You know, I'll be there in half an hour. Go get a table for us. Yeah.
God.
So that was like, what the fuck?
Damn, balls on that guy.
Yeah. And then again, the next day in Dijon, I was getting the tram to go to the train station.
Mm-hmm.
Some woman came up to me with a kid, and she was like, "Oh, monsieur, I have not eaten. Me and my child have not eaten in so long. Have you got anything?" And she like really played it well, and I was like looking at her kid. I felt really bad.
But was the kid fat?
No.
Okay.
Look, the kid looked tired. To be fair, probably been up all night with the woman scrounging for money. And then I was like, I had a tenner, like a UK, and I was like, "Oh, I've got this," and she was like, "Oh, thank you so much." She's like, "How much is this in euros?" And I was like, "I'll probably like 15 euros. She's like, "Oh, thank you, merci." And then just as she walked off, the tram was coming in, and she was waving the tenner about like this, cheering.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, "Hang on a minute." And then I get on the tram, and she gets on the tram as well, but a bit further down. And she's with all her mates, and all her mates are there. She's got husband, all her like must be a husband as well, and her mates' husbands.
Oh shit.
And they're all like, "Hey, wait!" And she's got this tenner, and I'm looking at her like, "You fucking bitch!"
Damn.
But I was like, end of the day, I've done a good deed. Like, is what it is.
Yeah.
I've done my part. Karma will get her for like scamming people. I don't give a fuck. Like, but like, Jesus, like.
Yeah, you've got to be like low to pretend.
Yeah.
your kid is like to pimp out your kid for like money and shit.
Yeah, but like that was interesting. Like the difference in homeless people.
Yeah.
Cause they're like in here just like I feel for homeless people. You know, I feel really bad for them. But the most will be like a sort of spare change. In Leon, people were walking in the road, like on the motorway. People had cups, and they would like say like they come off the motorway, so it's still like a car's going busy. But when they stop, they're just walking in the middle of the road, and then like go in the car and they be like knock on the window like with a cup like got any money? Yeah.
God, you ever play Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
Was it Left 4 Dead?
Well, the zombie game.
Yeah, but like the island one.
Oh no, that's Left 4 Dead.
What's this? Fuck.
Not Resident Evil.
What's it called?
I think I know what you're on about. I think I remember like the art of the video game.
Yeah. Zombie video game island. Dead Island?
Oh yeah. I didn't play it, no.
Oh well, if it's the game I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I had Dead Island 2.
Okay.
You could drive. You had a car, and there used to be just like hordes of zombies that you could just plow straight through. If I'm in Leon, driving my G-Wagon, and some motherfucker at I'm going like 80 miles per hour or whatever, and some motherfucker is like that, like I'm not stopping. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Fucking hell. But honestly, in Cannes, the homeless people did seem like zombies.
Really?
They were that like on drugs that much.
Fucking
like, it was bad.
Must be bad out there then.
It was really bad. It was sad to see, you know.
Yeah.
But like at like 3 a.m. when you're on your own, it's kind of like a bit
Scary.
unnerving. Yeah. So fucking did I tell you a story about like going to the hospital?
No. You went to the hospital?
Yeah, because I had like really bad sunburn.
So you went to the hospital?
Yeah, because it was that bad. Cause,
Damn.
like, so that picture I put on my private story, my red back. The day after I started getting blisters, I had like it looked like a lizard. It looked like lizard skin. It was that gross. It was like blisters all on my shoulder here and all along on my back, on my upper back. It was more on my right side. And in the morning, the start of the day, put my bag on. That's where my skin started to rip on my back, on my traps. I thought, fuck. I ended up hitchhiking with some guy for like 7 hours. He like took me from like just outside Grenoble all the way down to the south coast.
Shit.
Which is how I ended up in Cannes. So I hitchhiked with him. And once I finished with him, I got my bag back on. I was wearing a white t-shirt. Every blister just popped, just boof. My like where my blisters were, the white t-shirt was yellow with like pus. And like all the back was ripped. So it looked as if I had like 3rd degree burn, like not 3rd degree, like first like 2nd degree burns. Like there was layers of skin gone, like it was like raw skin.
Aren't second degree burns worse than 3rd degree burns though?
I thought 3rd was worst.
3rd's like
That's when like in the like fire, aren't you?
Yeah, right. Carry on talking. I'll Google it.
But it was like painful. It was really fucking bad. Like I couldn't put my bag on my shoulders. I had to carry it in front of me. Because it was just like, if I put any more, I probably would start bleeding. And so when I got into Cannes, it was really late. It was about 11 o'clock. And so I waited like half an hour for this bus from the train station to go to the hospital. And so I went to their like A&E bit. And I got there, put my bag down. And I said to him like, oh, like I showed him my shoulders, like fucked up there. The woman was like looking at it, and there was some other guys. There was like 3 people on the reception. The main guy in the middle, and then like a woman and another guy. The woman and the guy were like, "What the fuck? Like holy shit!" And I was like, "Can you guys like help at all? Can you give me something like some cream, something to clean it up, or like some like a plastic, like a fucking bandage or something?" And this guy in the middle just looked at me and went, "No."
What?
And I was like, nothing at all. Like, there's nothing you can give me like to help at all. And he's like, no. He said, you just gotta let it heal naturally. And I was like, are you sure? There's nothing at all. And he was like, nah.
What the
This was like midnight.
Damn.
So I was like, right, okay, thanks, mate. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Left, waited for the bus to go back to the train station. I stayed there for like 3 hours.
In the train station?
Like sitting outside because they locked it at night. So I was like sitting outside. So then I went to the beach. And then in the morning, I like went to like a pharmacy and got some cream. I like spoke to the woman. I was like, "Yo, I got really bad sunburn. It's all like fucked." She's like, "Here's this cream. This will help." Healed in like 3 days once I used the cream.
Fuck that doctor, bro.
Fuck him.
That's why I hate French people.
Mhm.
Also, burn-wise, so
Mhm.
there's apparently like up to like 10-degree burn, like
Really?
a 7.
Show me pictures and then I'll like say which one I had.
Right. Okay. So apparently, yeah. The 3rd degree is a full thickness burn.
Okay.
Um.
I'll show you I took a photo, but it does not look as bad in a photo as it does in person as it was in person.
So that's 1st degree. That's 2nd. That's 3rd.
Okay, yeah, that's not 3rd degree. About 2nd degree.
Okay. It's like 1.9 degree
Yeah,
burn.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's see the photo.
Um,
Do you still have the t-shirt? Or did you have to like get rid of it?
yeah, I've washed it, but there's like a little bit of stain there.
No. Get some Daz on it.
It's like not as bad in the photo.
Oh, fucking hell!
Yeah,
Lad, did you not wear any sun cream?
I did. That's the sun cream dried up. Yeah,
Lad, yeah, you need to fucking show that. Fuck me, that is awful.
yeah, yeah,
How's it look now? Is it all healed?
yeah. It's pretty sound now. It's still like a little bit itchy.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Like the skin's starting to grow back and shit.
But that's sound.
Damn.
But yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah.
But even then, like, you know, I was saying before, like not stressing. Well, just make sure knowing that everything's gonna be alright. Like I wasn't stressed. I wasn't stressed at all.
I'd be stressed if I'd be more stressed off the pain. You know what I mean? Having to carry your fucking backpack around everywhere, and because like, nothing worse.
At the end of the day, I knew like I'm still gonna come here, record a BUP episode. I'm here now. I survived.
This kept you going.
Like I sat on the beach. I slept rough. I was still sound. Like it's still like a bit disheartening. But like I knew everything was still gonna be sound. I still had a phone on me if I really need to call the police if something happened. I know I've got friends and family here. I had money. I knew everything was gonna be fine. There was no point in stressing. It wouldn't get me anywhere. It would just make things worse.
True. Yeah.
There was no benefit to stressing. It would have just made things worse.
Fair. No, that's I'm impressed.
Like, sorry, but even with like my back ripping apart, like, like it didn't really bother me. Like it was just like, I knew that I'd be okay.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad it didn't stress you out.
Mm-hmm.
Is the police number still 999 in France? What is it?
I don't know.
So you're getting more like just pushing random combinations in, hoping for the best.
I don't know actually.
Quick, I'll pull it up.
But yeah, like I knew like everything would be alright. Bob Marley, man. That's why I love reggae so much. It just chills you out, you know. That was a very good life lesson of just like not stressing. Like everything, knowing that everything will be alright in the end, and if it's not alright, it's not the end yet.
So it's 112 or
Ah.
15 or 17 apparently.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, apparently if you can remember only one emergency number while traveling in France and the EU, make it 112.
Oh, okay, sound.
Fair.
Yeah,
Check
like,
on now.
It was a good experience traveling.
Good.
Yeah, the goal is to get back out there, be able to do it full time whilst working.
Would you go to France or would you go somewhere else?
Yeah, I want to see more of France.
Okay.
Because I only went like sort of like north to the west side
Mm.
and then to the south. I didn't really see much of the east side, even the east coast. East coast.
Mm-hmm.
West side. And also when I was in Dijon, I really enjoyed Dijon. Like it was weird. I went to a gym, and there was 3 floors. There was the ground floor, and then like 2 lower floors. And the lowest.
Lower floors.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
The lower floors, there was like a boxing bit, so I was like training there. I was just standing like in between. I was just like standing there. I had this weird sense of deja vu, this vision of like. It was like a snap. It was like I've seen this place before in a dream. It was really weird. It was
That's
the most
cool.
intense feeling of deja vu I've ever had before. Like I've been here before,
Mm.
and I stood there for about 5 minutes, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What just happened? Like I've seen this place before, and so I feel like I need to go back there. I want to see more of it. And it was just a really nice vibe, really nice city. But yeah, Yeah,
Fair.
man.
Yeah, that's sick. That's cool. Maybe that is your calling. That's why you've always loved French so much.
Mm-hmm.
Past Louis. God damn.
I want to see Italy as well.
Yeah, Italy would be cool, but apparently Italians are even worse than the French.
I find that the people I've spoken to, Italians like really chatty and outgoing. Mamma mia.
There was an Italian guy in Amsterdam who was rude.
Oh really?
Yeah, pizza guy.
Damn.
He was not.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Thursday. We've got a big day Thursday.
Yes, we do.
Results day.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
What's your thoughts and feelings coming up to results day?
I'm more nervous for results day than I ever was for the fight. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know I fucked results day. I've spent all of school, aside from sixth form, getting A's and A stars, and I know that I'm about to get D, C. Or, no, sorry, U in maths, D in psychology, and maybe a C in physics, or C in psychology, D in physics.
Fair.
What do you think you're going to get?
I don't know. I don't care. I really don't care. Like, it sounds bad. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, maybe I just shouldn't care. Fuck it. You know, I'm going to be rich. Fuck you, mum.
Did your mum watch the book?
Yeah, fucking stop swearing at my mum.
Yeah, everything's gonna, like, regardless of what happens,
It'll work out.
everything's gonna work out, bro. Legit, it will.
It's
Gonna be alright. Legit, it is though.
Yeah.
As well, like, I don't see what I'm gonna do in my A levels. Like, it's good to have a backup, of course. Even if that backup is U and D. But like, I don't see how I'm gonna use my A levels. I don't see a future where having A levels is gonna get me to where I want to be. So like, I'm like French. We went on a run the other day. Like, French, I have more experience in French. I learned more French actually going to France and speaking to French people.
Yeah.
Than I had the entire 2 years of French A level.
Damn.
Like, I would much rather have, like, if I was looking for someone who speaks French, I would much rather take someone who spent a couple of months in France over anyone who's had an A level in French.
Fair.
Honestly, seriously. PE, if I really want, I could just get like a PT course.
Yeah, I might do a PT course.
Fucking biology, I'm not gonna do anything with biology.
Oh yeah, fuck. You can like label an animal cell into its like fine.
I probably can't even do that now. I can't even do that now.
I miss the days when an animal cell was like just a nucleus.
Mitochondria.
Yeah, the good old days, lad.
And the was it the membrane, cell membrane? Yeah.
Yeah, the cell wall.
That was plant cell.
Does animal cell not have a cell wall?
Nope. God damn.
Shit. That makes me excited.
Yeah. Like, my future doesn't involve school, bro. Fuck school.
Yeah, fuck anything.
I'm just gonna be shitting on school. Shitting on how I'm better than everyone in school. How I made it, how I didn't need school. Should have dropped out at 14, become a hustler.
When they ask us to come back and talk at the school because we're so rich, like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. No, you go in there and you just shit on the school.
True.
Fuck this place, drop out.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone.
Skip lessons as much as you possibly can.
That's what we did.
Playing basketball is sick.
Yeah.
How many lessons do you think you've skipped in sixth form?
I don't know.
I reckon over 2 years, I skipped 30 lessons.
30? I don't know. I didn't even count.
30 lessons might be a bit much. I reckon max 30.
Yeah, max 30 probably. But yeah, like, I wasn't. To be fair though, actually, it was, for me it was more because I remember I considered dropping French.
Oh yeah, you were skipping French all the time.
I didn't feel like it would benefit me at all because it was just like reading this fucking book.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. I wasn't learning anything.
No.
So I stopped going because I said to someone like, "Oh yeah, I might drop French," and I was like, "What?" Eventually, I carried on. I went back, but I only went twice a week.
Yeah. Fair. I just randomly hopped into German lessons when I wanted to.
Yeah. I didn't say anything.
No.
I went twice a week, like, because I only went to one teacher. It was Miss Fox, but she's married now. I can't remember her second name. Because I preferred her lessons the most.
Fair.
And so, like, she was like just boasting to the French. She was like, "Oh yeah, Louis," when it comes to my lessons. So I probably missed out probably over 50.
You're a bad student.
We'll be saying that when I'm a multi-zillionaire from gambling.
Yeah, the first bit of any podcast money, we have to immediately gamble it all.
We got to invest in the business, reinvest.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take risks. If you're not a risk taker, you should get the hell out of business.
Man, that quote was in my physics room, yeah. And then that fucking like caricature of Boris Johnson, like to the bottom left.
No.
Do you never see that?
No.
Which room are we talking about? Are we talking like L5 or something?
Yeah.
The little magazine of Boris. Did you never see that?
I probably did, but I don't remember.
Oh yeah, lad, it was kind of scary. And then there was like the other one where it was like Coca-Cola is the only business in the world where everyone knows what you're talking about.
Mackey's.
Yeah.
Palace.
True.
Palace, bro. Apple.
Yeah, Palace is a pretty big brand now that you've got a real sponsored athlete. An undefeated MMA fighter.
Do you leave that episode there?
Yeah, for sure.
That was a good episode. First one back.
Yeah. Welcome to the club,
if you,
guys. Season 2.
Watched all the way through or listened, thank you guys. We're trying to get as many guests on as possible.
We're fucking boring.
Yeah, that's all my traveling story's done pretty much. So I got nothing else to talk about.
I've got my 4 days of Amsterdam to bring.
Yeah, but no one's
asked. Shut up.
If you want any guests on, let us know. Preferably famous people because we don't really associate with povos now.
True. Povos. Yeah. You know what? Right.
We're that big now. Like,
if your net worth is under 10 grand, I don't care. You don't exist to me anymore.
If you don't have a famous TikTok account that we can't leech off of, fuck
True.
off.
Yeah.
It's all about networking. Surround yourself. The average of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
We don't expect you guys to understand, all right? But you know,
casuals.
Yeah, keep watching.
Entrepreneurs like us. Yeah, but yeah, keep watching. Obviously, hopefully getting 2 guests on next week, and then the week after that as well. And the week after that as well, we were like trying to like book in people as much as possible because even Yannick's unreliable as fuck. So when you start like getting other people,
what do you mean?
The unreliability like multiplies.
Yeah. Sounds like you're trying to replace me on the podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna start my own YouTube channel, guys. Right?
This is the start. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. Peace out.
Go hitchhike the world on your own.
Yeah.
See you later. Au revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen.